This is a porch swing that I've designed in SolidWorks. It's a little bit different than a lot of swings. At this point, I have all the templates I'm going to need printed and cut out. So now all I have to do is apply them to the board. I'm going ahead and cutting all the straight cut pieces that I will use for the parts that need to be cut with the templates. This is the pair for the arms. These four will become what I'm calling the seat bottom strut. Okay, here I am just pre-assembling the back. I'll take it back apart, or at least the slats off of it a little later. But the reason I'm doing this is because the slats that go on here have a contour cut across the top of them. And I want to make sure that cut has round over edges, like on the router. So I'll put these on here, I'll make the cut, I'll take them back off, and then that'll allow me to round over all the edges on it. Here's something else I wanted to show. The reason I did these angle cuts on the lower and upper back brace supports is so that these boards or these slats, when I screw them on there, will hit these flat or pretty close to it. And it looks like it's going to be pretty well. So I'll get these slats screwed on next and spaced out, and then I'll come back and cut the contour cut. Okay, this is the bottom. This is the part that will contact the seat that you're sitting on. I have to go back now and cut these boards off flush with this board right here. The reason I didn't cut them the right angle to begin with is because they're actually transitioning and changing as they spread out the top. So anyway, I'm going to take a jigsaw, I think, and do the best I can to cut these off flush with this board and at the same angle as this board. Okay, I flipped this over and I determined the best way to cut these end pieces off of the lower back is using a Sawzall with a blade long enough to reach through, and that way I can hold it on the same angle as this lower back support. Okay, you can see the line hopefully right along here where I'm going to make the contour cut around the top. I basically just made a template by hand for half of it, then flipped it over and did that side over there. So anyway, I'm going to cut this with a jigsaw. There's a seat back rough cut. Now I'm going to go back and sand that top contour cut a little bit with a sander, and then I'm going to take all those planks back off. I'll have them numbered, and then I'm going to round over all the edges on them. Right now they have a square edge where I split the 5/4 by 6. For the bottom, what I'm going to do is attach what I'm calling seat struts to these 2x4s right here. And then this has a cut on the top that's going to give me the shape that I need for the bottom. I'm using 4 of the struts. The first one goes 5 inches from the end, from each side, and then I'll equally space out the other 2 in the middle. I decided to do a test to see how this thing actually would feel, and the back feels good, but the part that you sit on is too far out. So I'm going to do some modifications here to shorten this distance here and make this more rounded over. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this board back about 1 inch. So it'll come back about 1 inch. And then I'm going to recut these struts, that I call them, into this shape right here. This board will then be twisted down slightly to this line. The next board will be where you can see it here, and the last board will be here. It'll be overlapping the front of this 2x4 once I get it moved. Well, I've made the modification, and it really wasn't too hard to do. And it makes a tremendous difference in the way this thing feels when you sit on it. If you've made it this far in this video, hopefully it's been entertaining for you and it's helped you in some way. Maybe you can build your own swing based on what I've done here. I would really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing. There's a lot of work that goes into this kind of stuff, and your subscription means a lot to me. Also, be sure to hit that like button and tap that bell icon so that you'll be notified of future videos I make. Thanks again for watching, and let's finish the video.